Welcome back to the show. I'm the Beer Adventurer.
And I'm Lunchbox.
And on this episode, I've got one from Persimmon Hollow.
Persimmon Holler.
This is Daytona Dirty Blonde. So I tried this when I went home to Daytona and decided I need to bring this back. Now, one little thing. This only matters for the people that are from that area. It's not actually brewed in Daytona. It's brewed in DeLand, which is like 15 minutes inland.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Nobody even knows where DeLand is, but we all know where Daytona is.
Yeah. So I grabbed a bunch of beers from that area when I came back. Look for those. I enjoyed this one, so I got it. And Steve's been to Daytona, so he gets to do it with me.
Once or 15 times.
Well, I went for spring break and stayed for 10 years. So
I went in the back of a Ford Thunderbird. My parents' Ford Thunderbird.
Nice. Okay. One thing I really like about this is the back has a lot of information. It has the IBUs, it has the alcohol, 4.1.
Is it kind of cloudy?
A smidge. It's a blonde. Blondes should have a little bit. They're not going to be like crystal clear. They always are going to have that white head.
It's kind of yeasty.
It's got a good looking can too. I know there's a lot of can collectors, and this is a nice can.
But it doesn't taste doughy.
Okay, this is what we call the beach beer. You know, we weren't drinking on the beach. No.
You're not allowed to do that.
No.
We would never do that.
Never, ever.
Never.
Now, whenever I got back, I went in somewhere and I was looking through their beer list and I saw this and I was like, oh, I'll try that. I drank a couple of them while I was down there because a lot of places had them. It's at a decent price for a local beer. And as you can tell, this has a nice day drinking vibe.
Yeah, it's not overpowering. It's not very strong, but it's got plenty of flavor.
Mm-hmm. It's almost what I would consider a light beer, especially at 4% alcohol, and but it's got a ton of flavor.
Yeah, it is full flavored, but it's not it's not very robust.
Yeah,
it's not heavy, and
it doesn't have a lot of.
It's only 4 point something. So.
Well, it doesn't have very much of a. Like, there's no roasted flavors. It's very crisp, pretty clean, and there's not a pronounced hop note of any like.
Gotcha.
Like a lot of people are going to be like, oh,
it is not hoppy.
No,
it's not a malt bomb. It's a well balanced, full flavored,
blonde,
light drinking blonde.
I mean, in my opinion, if you were going for something on the lighter scale, alcohol-wise, like if I was out boating or doing whatever down in that area, this is one of the beers that I would go for.
You know what I find interesting? It's a 4.1, but it doesn't taste watered down.
No, not at all.
And a lot of times when they get light like that, they just kind of taste watered down, and this one does not.
One thing, it says it has a slight sweetness, crisp, clean finish. It's day drinker, and
all day.
I really feel like one of the problems that I personally have, like you said, is the light beers, the lower alcohol content beers, a lot of times tend to be very dull.
I just say watered down.
Yeah.
Like, I really feel like I could have just saved money, bought a full flavored beer, and cut it with water.
Yeah.
And have the same product,
Right. This, however, like, I think if I gave it to you on draft and didn't tell you it was like 4% alcohol, you wouldn't think. You would be like, well, I shouldn't have too many of these. I might get drunk.
Right. I mean, it doesn't, of course, it's not tasting boozy, so.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't really taste like a light beer either. It is very full flavored.
It even smells good, and a lot of the light beers don't have much smell.
Do you know of any tricky beers? Do you know some that are very light, low alcohol, but they still have a nice punch? If so, go down there in the comments, tell us what it is, smash that like button, hit the bell. This guy does it 3 times a week. He's even got merch. Yeah. I mean, come on.
I'm gonna look and see what I can find. I'll put it in the description. You'll also find all my links, social media, articles, merch store. It's one of my new ones. Pick that one up. I'll make a little money. I'll spend it on more beer.
And I will help you drink it.
Right. So the other thing that we can talk about down there in the comments, because I love talking to folks, is is there some full flavored, low alcohol beers that you guys drink? Because I think there'd be a huge market for that. I think some of the craft beer breweries should really be looking at that.
Right. Something I can drink a few of and still
Because I like
function.
Those 7-8% alcohol, but you know what?
Who doesn't? But you also want to enjoy more than 1 or 2.
Yeah, I want some beers that I can sit there and drink a 6-pack of. And this, I think, is one of them I could.
Oh, definitely.
So let's get down to the ratings. First and foremost, did you dig it?
I kind of did.
I did. I liked it. I drank a bunch of them while I was down there. Would I have it again? Obviously, I've had it a few times now.
Oh, I would. Sure.
Yeah, I'll probably, next time I go down there, I'll bring back more of this.
You bet.
Now, your seekability, of course, it is a local brewery. They're starting to get a lot of headway down in that Central Florida area, but I don't think they're all throughout the South yet.
Right.
I haven't seen them anywhere but in that area.
So look for them in Florida.
Right.
Maybe a neighboring state.
Now, would it go well with food? I think it'd be fine with food.
Oh yeah, anything that's low alcohol is not going to overpower your food.
Right. I mean, like, if you're cooking out, this would be a great beer. On my scale of 1 to 10, 1 is the lowest, 10 is the highest. I'm actually at an 8.
I'm at a 7.
You're at a 7?
Yeah. I don't know. It's lacking something, and I can't put my finger on it. Maybe it's the alcohol. Maybe I want a little more kick in my.
Well,
but
I give it an 8 because it actually tastes like I'm drinking beer, and I'm having something that I can have quite a few of.
I can understand that.
So, that really worked for me. Well, there you have it, folks. To your next beer adventure. Cheers.